Dear student, today we are going to talk about the experiment number 3, that is list. So here you can see where I highlighted with my cursor, like we are going to do with the two programs, two problem statement. The first one is read a list of number and print the number divisible by x but not by y. Example, here we are taking x equal to 4 and y equal to 5. And in the second problem statement, read a list of number and print the sum of odd integers and even integers from the list. So example, as we discussed in the classroom, how to declare the list. So I've taken a list, and in that I've taken a values in the list like 23, 10, 15, 14, 63. And odd number sum should get like 101, and even number sum should get 24. This is our week 3 experiment number 3 of list. Okay, so now we are going to start about the program. Now if you see the problem statement now experiment number 3, what we are going to discuss, like introduction, a list and an array are both are collection of elements or item. An element can be stored in a list just like an array. As you know, array, it will start from the indexing value 0, but the like different between array and list, like it will be a even back reverse storing also, indexing, reverse indexing also. Reverse means it can have even the -1 from the back side. Okay, reverse way. However, the one significant distinguish between an array and list, a list can include various sort of elements, but an array can only one type of element. So example, that in a list I can store only, if ever I declare the array is integer, I can store only integer value. If ever I declare the float, I can store only float. Whereas in list we can store whatever the value, heterogeneous. Simply I can say heterogeneous. I can store the first value of list is string, second is float, third is integer, like that I can store. That is the main advantage of the list. And what is our primary object? The primary objective, how to take a list of an element as an input, how to take a list of an element. So we will take help of input function, and we'll take the help of input function. With the input function we are going to take a element at a runtime. Now how to append each element to the empty list? Append means, generally we will call append means at lastly the element will be appended. That is the meaning of append in a list. And third one is that we'll going to use the conditional statements and iterative statements, the primary objective. And what is our academic objective? Student will learn how to use the list data container. So how to use a list, we will learn that. And student will learn how to use conditional statement in iterative statements, and student will learn how to use different types of operators. As we familiar with the operators, so we will make use of those operators. And what are the prerequisite for the lab, like what we require to know? Read the concept of like different kinds of loops. As we know loops, as we know conditional statement, as we know built-in function, some built-in function what we discussed on a data container. Data container is nothing but an elements, group of elements like list, dictionary, and so on. As you know, like software we needed, we are going with the different versions, varying from 2.7 to the 3.95. Now this is our problem statement, so we will start our problem statement. Okay, thank you.